Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for going into town and getting groceries and all that. It really means a lot. Sometimes I have my own complications or struggles going into town, so you doing it does mean a lot. Here, you can just put them down over there. We'll get them later, okay? Right now, I want you to have a little sit down with me here on the couch. What? Come on. Just have a little seat. Come on. What's wrong? It's just two friends having a little sit. Come on. Good. Okay. I kind of wanted to thank you a bit for staying out here with me and helping me out and, all that stuff. Well, it gets a bit lonely out here, and when you had first visited, I was really worried that you were just gonna, leave and, leave me out here. And everyone kind of comes to visit, but never to stay, that kind of thing. But I got a little possessive, you know, and I'm sorry if I creeped you out at all. I really don't have any bad intentions here, but just thank you for being out here, and it really does mean a lot. And of course, your equivalent of rent for staying out here is having me test some spells on you. And I think you are a little overdue for your first session of that today. Yeah, I have a whole bunch prepared for you, and I have at least one that I have to test on myself and that you have to be here to kind of witness and see the effectiveness of. None of them are harmful, or none of them should go wrong or anything like that. Some of them are pretty basic. But what do you say? Why don't you just lay back here on my lap and we can get started? And actually, I have a little plushie here for you to hold on to. They're very soft. Here, hold them. There you go. Aren't they soft and cute? Yeah, I just got them recently when you were gone. Here, feel how soft they are. Yeah. Super quality plushy material, huh? And they're not too big and not too small. I really like them, and I think that you should give them a cuddle. What do you say? There you go. Here. There you go. Just hold them nice and close to your chest. Did they blink? No, no, no. You silly bean. I think you're just seeing things. I think you're just tired. Don't you worry. Okay. So our first spell here is actually a bit basic, but I think should actually be a little funny to test on you. It's something I've always wanted to test, but, I have to test it on someone else. Yeah, it's actually a color augmentation spell. Yeah, here, you'll see in just a second. I'm just gonna flutter my little beans over you, and you should see some sparkles. Yeah. And then I just need to say, Buddha Buddha, Buddha Buddha, Buddha Buddha, Buddha Buddha. There we go. And now you should. You're not changing at all. Did I do something wrong? Wait, Oh. I was trying to turn you purple. And I think I missed and hit the couch. So now the entire couch is purple. And I'm not sure if it's permanent because on living subjects it's not, but on objects it might be a completely different thing. So, we'll call that a success, I guess. I don't know. I really want to try it because it's like, oh, what if it was purple? And, well, we'll have to try that another time. I have to test the accuracy on that. I could have sworn that my beans were directly above you, but somehow they must have gotten onto the couch. Unless I need to say something different for a person. Well, we're regardless, we'll put that on the back burner for now. Maybe test that next time. But I mean, it kind of worked, so I suppose we should move on to the next one, which is one that I know works, but I need to test it again because I want to see if I've gotten better at it, or if the effect of it has gotten stronger as I've gotten stronger. So I'm just going to wiggle my beans again above you and make sure this time that the sprinkles get on you. The little magical sparklies. And I should just need to say Optimus odor. Optimus odor. Optimus odor. Optimus odor. I think it's starting to work. Do you smell that? This spell makes you smell like whatever the observer's favorite smell is. What's your favorite smell? Because you should be smelling it soon. I'm sorry if I'm getting very close. You just smell so good. My favorite smell is the smell of fresh fruit, nice and cold, like apples and watermelons. Sorry, I can't help myself. This should build and get stronger over time if I've done the spell right and if I've gotten better at casting magic over the years. Sorry, I didn't even ask if you were okay with me sniffing you. I just can't help myself. The spell has definitely gotten stronger since last I tested. You smell like fresh fruit and citrus on a cold winter morning. You smell so nice. You don't mind if I maybe give you some headbands while I do this, in exchange for being able to sniff you? I'm sorry. I kind of got a bit lost there for a second. I'll stop sniffing you for now. I'll have to see if the smell gets any, stronger as we go on. And maybe I could have another sniff later if you're okay. Just a test, okay? Okay. Whew. Sorry about that. I really just lost track of time. Let's just move on to the next spell, which is actually a master level relaxation spell. I don't get to practice these very often, and they are some of the hardest spells to cast, so I am very curious to see whether or not it works properly and how much it affects you. To perform, all I have to do is wiggle my beans over you like this again. And I should just have to say, solitudo solatium vitae. Solitudo solatium vitae. Solitudo solatium vitae. How are you feeling? You should be feeling nice and warm. And I'm just gonna finish off the spell by giving you some head pats. Yeah. Getting the extra bits of magic into there through my beads. Through direct contact. There we go. This should make you feel warm and tingly, as if you're sitting inside on a cold night, but you're warm, and you have a nice hot chocolate, and you know that everything outside can't touch you. You know that you're safe inside, and that everything is going to be okay. The higher level relaxation spells do a lot more than just temporary relaxation and comfort. They provide a sense of inner calm and tranquility, which is, of course, indispensable. There we go. It's something much deeper than just being calm. It's that sense inside that everything is okay. No matter what, everything is going to be okay. There you go. Do you feel it? You should be feeling a nice, warm, tingly sensation that moves its way from the back of your head down to your shoulders and the top of your back, and moves its way down your spine to your tailbone, to your hips, through your legs, all the way down to your toes. Feel it spread through your body, and just relax. There you go. Shh, it's okay. Just relax. Hug your little plushie tight. And feel the relaxation magic doing its job. There you go. You're so fun to pet. I know I probably told you that 1,000 times at this point. But you're very fun to pet. I suppose it does help that petting you works the magic in deeper. There you go. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how relaxed do you feel? There we go. I will use that as feedback, perhaps to improve upon or adjust the spell. This is very potent magic I'm dealing with after all, so kind of like cooking. You have to make small adjustments after you cook it for the first time. Just small adjustments to the recipe until you get it right, you know. There we go. I know the process of casting a spell seems simple, but a lot of times the level of magic is tied to the actual user's attunement with magic and mana, which is only improved through rigorous practice and knowledge. The more you understand something, the more powerful magics and such that you can cast. And of course, understanding also comes with doing said thing and not just studying it from a book. It's like learning how to throw a football. You can only watch someone throw a football so many times. You only understand how to do it after you've started doing it. I suppose that's true of any task, really. And that's why I appreciate having you, because it means I have somebody to practice doing things on whenever I need to. Here we go. Squitch, squitch, squitch. Squitchy, 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 squitch. Squitch, 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 squitch. There we go. I think I should only have about maybe 2 or 3 more spells. I kind of want to try the purple spell again, but... oh, considering I did it wrong the first time, I may have to go back to the drawing board, see what's up before I cast it again. Casting something again without knowing what's wrong could have bad consequences. So, let me test my next spell as you lay there all relaxed, okay? This one I'm actually going to have to cast it myself first. And then you get to feel the after effects, okay? So I'm going to cast this on myself. For this one, I'm going to have to get my tail out over here. Let me just put my tail over here above you. And I'm going to cast my spell onto that. I just need to wiggle my beans above my tail here and say, Gauda crescere, Gauda crescere, Gauda crescere, Gauda crescere. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's already taking effect. Whoa. This is a tail growth spell, so my tail is actually getting much floofier and a bit longer, actually. My only hope here is that it stops when it should. Okay. It feels like it's stopped and it looks like it's stopped, so it should be okay. But this should also make my tail softer. It's temporary, of course. But here, how does my tail feel? How does my new floofy and improved tail feel against your face? Yeah? Is it nice? There we go. Nice floofy tail. Floof, 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 floof. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. I'll tickle at your face. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Is it nice and fluffy? Yeah. Since I'm a cat, usually my tail is a bit thin and not really as fluffy, but with this spell, I should be able to give myself a nice floofy tail whenever I want. Yeah, especially when it comes to teasing people. I know some people are big fans of tails. There you go. Nice floofy tail, huh? I won't lie, it does feel nice. Very teasy. It gives me some confidence. There you go. How soft would you say it is? There you go. Nice and soft. Here we go. Brush you with my tail. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. Brush you all over your little face. There we go. Soft tail brushies. I'd say this spell is more than successful. This is an extraordinary result. There we go. Nice and floofy and tickly. There we go. Although I can already feel it start to wear off a little bit. Or at least that like tingly feeling from what it actually got floofier is going away. So that's the main thing I wanted to test, is I'm actually not sure how long this spell lasts and if I can extend it, perhaps with some different phrasing or practice. There we go. I want to see if I can extend the duration next time. There you go. I won't lie to you. Whatever smell that little spell I did on you earlier is producing, whichever one you can smell, whichever one I can smell, it's different for everybody. The smell is actually getting stronger, and I've kind of been resisting just diving in and sniffing you this whole time. So, do you mind if I sniff you a bit more after this? No? Good, because I think that spell is probably the most successful so far of our session here. There we go. Yeah. It's definitely gotten stronger. And my tail is actually, yeah, it's getting smaller. So it only lasted maybe 5 minutes. Interesting. Still pretty fluffy, but that's slowly going down too. I'll have to improve on this one next time. But this little smell spell I did, I'd say this one turned out superb. You smell so nice. I think the smell is too strong. Somebody could become infatuated with this scent. It doesn't even smell like my favorite smell anymore. It smells indescribable, honestly. I just know it smells good. You should be able to smell it too. You can't. Well, that's not a good sign. I think I might have actually made it too strong then. But something about me doesn't care right now. I just want to smell you.
accidentally did. But I don't really care right now. I'll fix it later. After all, it should only be temporary. What did I do? I didn't do well. I accidentally made more than a simple smell spell. I think I made an infatuation spell. It should wear off. But for now, both I and anybody else within your radius will become completely infatuated with your scent, unable to control themselves. But I think it's wearing off. Slowly. Just one last big sniff.
Okay. Ooh, oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. I really couldn't control myself. I really did accidentally make a spell where the smell itself seems to put whoever is smelling it into a complete trance with no effect to, whoever has the smell on them. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope you enjoyed that at least. I hope you enjoyed being sniffed, because I have to be careful with that one. I'm pretty sure I said the right wording. I really don't know what I could have done. That is going to require further testing, and most definitely some alteration. Oof. Okay, well, after that slightly embarrassing experience, I say we do one more spell, and then we'll call it for now, okay? We'll go put away groceries. This last spell is actually a placebo spell, which can be a bit dangerous to cast on someone you don't trust, but essentially what it does is anything you want it to do in regards to yourself, it will do over the course of maybe a week or so. It takes a little bit of time. There are some things it can't do, just physics-wise, like it can't make you grow super taller or super smaller, because physics-wise that would actually mess up a lot. But there are a lot of things it can do, and so the limit is kind of your own imagination in that regard. So, put it in your head what you want to happen, and I shall make it so. Consider it a reward, for helping me out so much. Do you have it in your head what you want? Because after I say the words, quid usquam, quid usquam, quid usquam, quid usquam, it should take effect. There we go. And that should take effect slowly over the course of maybe this week, depending on what you want. It might take longer or shorter. Yeah, I promise it'll work. That's the placebo part. As long as you believe it's going to work, then it's going to work. Alright. Well, thank you very much for letting me test out spells on you. And what do you say we go get those groceries? We gotta put them away. You didn't get any frozen goods, did you? Okay, good, because they would have definitely melted by now. I would hate to see that happen.